brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup. It's the Falcons and the Vikings, and it's all up next.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This is Crockett, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Brings up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers involved in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hargrove. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Payne. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play.
That too.
He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Complete to number 3. That's a gain of 6.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. The Falcons have 1-6 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The first down complete to
now they'll run it on the toss. Fancy footwork at the 45. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It's certainly
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Colby Wadman to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. The 2nd quarter score from Cincinnati. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. We'll keep you updated on that as well as others as we move toward the midway point. Hard to believe we're already there in this NFL season. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 2nd and 4. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds, just past midfield.
2nd and 3. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, they'll throw. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 3rd down, Hargrove. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Colby Wadman now. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Over the middle, complete. It's McKinney. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first two quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Oliver. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKinney. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Hargrove, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a pickup of 6.
Back to throw again.
16-yard line.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hargrove. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
To number 30. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On first down, Hargrove. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Complete to number 30. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Hargrove, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 1. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings get a bit closer. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Taken down at the 42. Second down at 6 now from the 42. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past, and these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for Atlanta, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.